So I'm doing this seventh time. Hopefully the baby won't cry again. I won't be too loud where I wake her up. Let's just jump right in. Welcome to Godot Beginner's Course Day 4. I'm Zon, the Daddy Dev. We'll be finishing up on the instancing, at least in the step-by-step and the scripting. Again, thank you Carmel Bell for your input from 2 videos ago. And I'll have Lars in the debug mode later on. The goal of this little session is G3 docs, SBS, step-by-steps, instancing, finishing that up, and finally scripting. Hopefully, if this video or the next, we'll talk about my Jazz fonts, using CIL fonts and public domain fonts, kind of a redo from another video. User interface for the Meta Game Jam, because the Meta Game Jam is coming up this Saturday. And finally, doing a little bit of debug mode with notes with Lars, which will be perfect as we start entering scripting. So let's just jump right in. Going back, doing this a 7th time, 6th time, I don't even know. Okay, just wanted to recap really quickly here. It's talking about how you should think about design notes. So as you can see right here, when people generally think of a game, they write out like names, relationships to another. That's what you can do with instancing. So once we have an instance, we can just copy and paste it, so forth and so on. The other thing you want to note is, again, using instancing. If you're trying to make a open world type game, don't make an open world type game the first game. If you were to try, though, you'd have the terrain first, right? You could then start building things into terrain by instancing, by copy paste, like a citadel. And then you break down the citadel, maybe a bunch of houses or churches, so forth and so on, guards in the citadel, however you want to do that. Again, just in case, note that any type of thing that you copy and paste into Godot 3, or just in any engine in general, will take system resources. So if you're not familiar with optimization, be careful, because you can overheat someone's computer and also your computer when you're actually testing your own game, which I've done myself with Construct 2. All right, I think that's about it. Information overload. So we're done with the instancing from the SBS. We're going to go right now to scripting, which I'm excited about, as I'm going to redo this again. Where to restart now that I'm doing this again? Somewhere we're just going to start. Let's just jump in. Again, also we have 2 options too. We have C# and we have Godot GD script. And a couple of notes, because I do know that people did mention that there are a lot of tutorials on Godot 2, but not enough tutorials in Godot 3. Here we go. This is Nathan from GD Quest. I watched his tutorial. I don't want to link to it because it is Godot 2 and I'm focusing on Godot 3. However, this did come out of that episode. His tutorial was this thing that I forgot to mention, or just forgot myself, was GD script is running C++ code. So this is interesting because this means it's like GD script is a dynamic type language, and what it's doing is it's running C++ with is a static language, and kind of by doing that, it's got the best of both worlds. So again, GD script is kind of just accessing C++ code in the background. Again, internet, please help me clarify that up, or just stop me if I'm completely wrong. But that's my understanding off of Nathan's video from the GD Quest 2016. This is why the plugins are C++. If you look further into how you make a plugin for Godot, you can't make a plugin with GD script. Interesting fun fact. I hope you've learned something. I hope I've learned something. I can never do these videos 7 times. Let's keep going through this. So that's kind of what it talks about up here. Again, I don't want to spend too much time on it. I want to see if I can actually make this thing work. Scripting a scene. For the rest of the tutorial, we'll set up a GUI scene, a GUI scene, graphic user interface scene, consisting of a button and a label. Where pressing the button will update the label. This will demonstrate writing a script and attaching it to a node, hooking up elements via signals, writing a script that can access other nodes in the scene. Before continuing, please make sure to read the GD script reference. It's a language designed to be simple and the reference is short, so it will not take more than a few minutes to get an overview of the concept. Oh, I skipped that last time. Or the second time around I tried this. Maybe this will be the guide I need. Not the hero to deserve. GD script is a high level. What the heck is this? History, Python. No. We've already looked at all this before. Okay. It's just giving you breakdowns of different definitions and so forth and so on. And like I said, we're just going to jump in and just start using stuff. And if we get in trouble, we'll come back. Or at least I'll come back and I'll tell you how I got in trouble. Or again, maybe someone will help me on the internet, be gracious and tell me, what am I doing? And I'll be like, yeah, that's probably better. I'll do it that way. Thank you for the advice. You're awesome. All right. Let me look at all this. Okay. All right. I love this picture. So again, it's telling you script controls the node. So when we talked about parent node and children nodes, well, now the script is kind of the one controlling those nodes. Handling a signal. Signals are emitted when a specific kind of action happens. They can be connected to a function. Right, I got that. Button signals. All right, just looking at overview. And again, yes, you can do C# if you're coming from Unity, but I'm focusing specifically on GD script because I've been told by many people that it's easy to use. So it's hopefully it's easy to use again. The funny thing is I did this already once, but I'm having a hard time doing it again. I don't know why, but we'll try. Let's open it up. And I think I royally messed up my my file, to be honest. So really sad about this. I'm going to remove this. Remove project from list. Folder contents will not be modified. You know what? I'm going to start a new one. Sorry, Casa, dude. I love you, man. You're my hero. Maybe I'll do Casa too. Let's see. New project. We'll call it Casa 2. Whoa. Browse. Want to put them in all under the Godot 3 folder I have here. Just to keep it more organized. Because again, remember folders, the lifeblood of any game. I'm going to say this right here. Yes, select current folder. And I'm going to say it's Casa 2. I put Casa 2.0, but that dot might mess things up. So we're just going to put Casa. All right, here we go. Create folder. Gonna hit create and edit. And this again is because I don't know how to undo stuff. Control Z unfortunately doesn't seem to help me when I make really big mistakes. And hopefully I can do this all in one shot. So there's that. And God knows what would happen if I made like a big mistake. Gonna go to 2D editor. If I made like a really big mistake on a game project, like I would not know how that would even work. Like I'd be like, oh my gosh. Oh, perfect. I'm gonna type in label. Usually the recent text come here, so you don't have to search for the same stuff. I type in label on the top. Next thing no, not label. Ready making mistakes. Let's delete this. Yes, delete this note. I want to start with, let's find out. Not label. Is it label? Maybe it's panel. Panel. Let's start with panel. I'm starting to memorize this tutorial. Done it done it a bunch. I've lost count. All right, next I'm just gonna, well, I guess I'll add it right now. No, let's not attach a script. We'll add a child node. That child will be label. See, it's recent, so I can just click it. Then I'll add the button as it is in the tutorial. Add another child. We'll add the button. Me and my wife are thinking of adding another child. Don't know if we can afford it, but we'll see what happens. Click on button. All right, fantastic. We want to move the button so that it's up there, and we also want to label over there. We don't want to mix the children here of this tree, this family tree. Let's zoom in. Gonna get a little more intimate. Get a little more intimate. All right. Oh, again, because it's child parent. If I move the panel, it moves everything else, which could be fun or really annoying, depending on how you look at it. Okay, I'm about my glasses. I like my mouse cursor. Hope you can see that. Check if you can see it. Yes, you can. Because it makes where I'm clicking more visible, but the problem is I gotta get used to where exactly it is because it's not 100% accurate. Okay, it's not my glasses. Oh, uh-oh. A little above my glasses. It's like I'm mastering this technique. Oh, come on, dude. There we go. Right about my glasses. Because that's accurate stuff. Watch a man play around with his mouse all day long. Bam, that's it. All right, okay. And then let's find the label. That's important. And glasses. Oh. Haha. All right. Okay. Then let's do some typing. Click right here in the text. Put hello. Hello. I think it's hello. I guess it's hello. Why not? And then right here will be press me. I used to have press me hard. I just want this thing to work. Press me. I am making these videos in concession because work is going to be heck. We're actually working at work now. I know that sounds lame, but I've got classes to teach tomorrow. First class to teach that I haven't taught in a while. It's been like about a couple of months. And yeah, a little bit nervous. Teaching a dance class of all things. All right, this is the wrong spot to be in. Okay, last time I just copied and pasted this sucker and it worked. This time it's not working so much. Oh, and since I'm redoing this entire video, we'll go through this really quickly. Because the button and the label are siblings and the panel where the script is attached, you can fetch the button by typing the following underneath. Well, let's first attach our script. Holy moly, hold on. I don't want to mess this up anymore. Okay, good. So we want to attach it to panel. So let's attach our script to the panel. And this is where I really effed up last time. I attached the script to the wrong thing and just was stuck with it. I was just totally stuck with it. Yes. That's good. Create. And there you go. Extends panel. GD. All right. They do it as hello. I guess I could rename it. Rename you hello. Hello. And I don't know. I just could not delete stuff, man. It was really annoying. Like I couldn't get anything out of here. Once the script was in and I deleted the script out of the library, the script still stayed in there. And I was like, uh-oh. And I think that was causing me the most issues. Hello. I don't know. I'm doing hello. Any Adele fans? All right. So scrolling down, looking down to where we're at. Did it want me to do the signal thing yet? I think the signal thing is next. Yeah, it wants me to do the signal thing yet. Okay. So we click on button. And I go onto node and I go pressed because it's pressed. And then it's weird because see, it's red. It's always telling me it's red. So I don't know. Oh, wait, maybe there's a control. It's like two things at once. The magic man. Nope. Nope. Don't want to mess this up. Let's read a little bit. Handling a signal. Handling a signal. Signals are emitted when some specific kind of action happens. And they can be connected to any function of any script instance. Signals are used mostly in the GUI nodes, although other nodes have them too. And you can even define custom signals in your own scripts. Oh, that's cool. In this step, we'll connect the pressed signal custom function. Forming connections is the first part, and defining the custom function is the second part. Okay. For the first part, Godot provides two ways to create connections, through a visual interface the editor provides or through code. While we use the code method for the remainder of this tutorial, let's cover how the editor interface works just for future reference. Okay. So I could have done this by code, or I could just do it by button stuff. So we'll just do it by visual. All right. Hope this works. See, what's really crappy about this is that target method not found, specifically a valid method or attached script to target node. Yeah, that's not cool. And then, hold on. Okay, no button press. Fantastic. All right, let's do this again. Let's do it again, because I like things visual. All right, button pressed. I'm going to attach it right here to this one because there is a script. I'm going to go connect, and we're good. And there it is. Bam. On button pressed. Okay. Pass and pass. What is that about? All right. Let's see. Called every time the node initialize here. Okay. Function process delta, called every frame, delta time. Interesting. Always love the notes. All right, okay, so let's do this hopefully in a non-destructive way. No. All right, okay, grab this. I don't know if I need the pass, to be honest, but we'll see what happens. See, unintended does not match outer level. What is with that? Hold on. Or function hello, I get that. All right, here we go. Let's delete it. Okay, no errors there. See, what scares me about this is that the button is above and my stuff is not above. Like the function here is above. So God only knows. Let's find out. I'm going to save the scene. Another thing I noticed too, you don't want to click the big play button. Oh, Tish, what do you want to call this? Panel Tish? Panel Tish it is, sure. You don't hit the big button. You want to hit this one because this one will actually just play the scene itself. Debug process started. Debug process stopped. Okay. Did that. Interesting. This one. Yeah. Can you open that? Interesting. What about if I just... Okay, fine. Play. Yeah, okay, I'll select something. Panel Tish. Yes, it's working. Yes, you son of a gun. Hello, hello, hello. I know, let's change some stuff. Now we can have some fun. So there we go. That is the first thing of scripting. We have our first successful script. A little weird though. I don't know if I want to... Oh, because I put hello twice. I'll change this one to... oh yes. Oh yes. Okay. I don't know. That's my interface. And ideally what I would want to do here... Oh, I can put comments. I'm going to put a number. This is what comments are great because you can actually put notes to yourself for the future of like what you're going to do or what you want. So I go 3/12/2018. I like to put dates on my notes. Figure a way to connect or load another scene. To load the game scene. So again, this is coming from my construct 2 days. If you have a button, you can make it, load other scenes. And the idea is if that's the start button, then you click it, it should start loading the game. And that's my note to myself. They're great when you're half asleep and your memory's terrible. You can use the computer. I don't know, I'm just saying. Anyway, save. I'll save this file. Hello, GD. Fantastic. Everything's good. Let's see if this works. Play. Oh, yes. Hello. Oh, yes. All right, press me. Fine. All right, next. The thing. Let's see how we're doing on good on time. That's like 20 minutes right there. Okay, so what I am going to do is, because I want to make these bite-sized, is we're going to end it here. And, well, since we're talking about scripting, let's just go to the debug notes. And then what I'll do is tomorrow, or actually, and the other thing is, I'll just put in the playlist, since I don't want to do this again. I'll show you how, with that video that I already made, I'll put it in the playlist and it will show you how to actually get SIL fonts and public domain fonts. So, check the playlist, definitely check the playlists. And then let's just jump into debug mode notes with Lars. And then, yeah, let's do that right now. So debug, WTF is an array, okay? In the Bible of programming, yeah. Okay, Lars is German, as far as I know, and I have been asked by a professor of German descent, never ever do a German accent, ever, a German English accent. So I'm going to honor my professor from a long time ago and I'll do that again. Here we go. Sorry. So Lars, you're British. My fake British accent, because I don't mind mocking the Brits. I love you. I love my friends in the UK, and my brother-in-law is Scottish, for that matters. Anyway, here we go. In the Bible of Programming, The Art of Computer Programming by Donald Kuntz has clearer terms. He uses the terms sequential allocation for arrays and linked allocation for lists because they describe better what the terms are supposed to mean. What the terms are supposed to mean. You know, you edit these things, edit them, and you just miss something. So are supposed to mean. Fantastic. Next. So I looked up the Bible of Programming, and I'm trying not to be anti-intellectual, like my president. Seriously, why doesn't Donald Trump love science? And I looked it up, and wow, it's a lot of books. And I don't mind the size of it. I just hate the fact I can't find an audio version of it. I found a tape cassette version of this thing used. I wish this thing was on Audible. It's great, but it's a little, I don't have the time to read a book without driving. And if I read this book when driving, that probably will mean I kill somebody. So there's a reference right there, link below, yada, yada. Anyway, but in high-level languages, both the terms array and list are used as synonyms for a container. In C#, when anyone looks up array list in Microsoft's documentation, they can see that it is a high-level list implemented using a low-level array. Pretty snazzy stuff, huh? And there's a similar ambiguity to the term string. You are correct that in your low-level terms, a string is just a sequence of data. But in high-level terms, it's a bit of text. That's why in the docs for the string class, you find so many different strings as you called them. Those are different constructors that churn any kind of data into a... Come on, don't block the slide. Why is it blocking the slide? Into a word. Maybe it's more of an Agent Smith and less of a British accent. All right, so there you go, guys. That is Lars's whole thing. I totally understand the difference between strings and arrays now. And the docs in this one is talking about the GE docs themselves. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I am doing these as back-to-back, so any feedback you give me will probably be like 2 or 3 videos later. Insert catchy phrase here. You guys are awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, kids, boys and girls, anyone who's watching this video is awesome. And thank you so much. See you in the next one. Bye.